welcome back to Ops on Cloud. In this specific video, let's try to dig deeper into variables and how they work in GitHub Actions. We'll cover everything from setting up the variables at different levels like workflow level, job level and step level, and we will also see how it works at organization level, repository level and environment variable also. Plus we'll also do some practicals so that you can try it out while you create your own workflows. Okay, first let's talk about how using like variables with single workflows in GitHub Actions, right? So you can we as we already discussed earlier, we will be I mean like configuring value variable with env keyword, the one which I have mentioned here. Okay, and this we can keep it at three level. One is at workflow level, job level and step level. All right, the one with workflow level is of least precedence, second one is job and third one is the step level. So step level will override job level and job level can override workflow level. All right, that's how the variables works. In this specific workflow, if you see here, I have configured a workflow level variable. Here is a job level variable, and simply I have created a step level variables which you can override it. For example, if you see here, right? So in this step, the word greetings will display a high from step level, but whereas in this level, the word greetings will give like hello from job level. Okay, but if you have not really provided anything here, right, then automatically it will take hello from workflow level, which is the workflow level variable. All right, so now similarly what happens is we can extend the scope beyond the single workflow. All right, in GitHub Actions, it will also allows us to define variables that can be shared across multiple workflows. This includes organization variables, repository variables, and also your environment specific variables. So environment specific variables will override repository variables, and repository level variables will override organization variables. So that's how the precedent flow works. So for example, if you see here in this step, if the same variable if the same variable API endpoint is there, all right, this API endpoint is defined can be defined at three levels. Okay, one is at organization level, repository level and environment level. So due to some reason, if you have not added the environment variables, which is API endpoint at your organization level, sorry, at your environment level and repository level, simply it will take from the organization level, which is the default value. Okay, and this also helps us to share the same variables across multiple GitHub action workflows. Okay, so this is the benefit of using it. So now what we will do is let's quickly dive deep and try to do some practicals or hands-on so that you'll get a good understanding of how all these things work. Okay, let's try to do a hands-on on variables now. So as usual, name, we'll give it variables. Okay, and then it should trigger on. We need one is push event, and the other one we need workflow dispatcher. Okay, and once we did this, let's try to create a jobs. Okay, okay, and now what we will do is we need to run this job. So for that, go and then we will try to do it will runs on Ubuntu latest. Okay, and then what we will do is, okay, it will run on Ubuntu latest. See, now let's try to create variables for these things. Okay, so first what we will do is this environment variables. Let's try to create at workflow level. All right, so for that what we need to do is basically env. See, as we already discussed in our theory, env is the keyword to declare environment variables. So I'll give one for workflow level variable. Okay, workflow level variable, and then I will give it as this is flow level. Okay, done. and then I will create one more variable just to I mean like understand how we can override them. So for override, I'll create one more. For this, I will try to create as um, I will just simply name it as override variable. Well, okay, done. So now next, what else we need? So once we did this, one we have at workflow level, and then I'm supposed to create one more at job level, right? So for that, let's come here for job level again, env. So I'll create one for job level variable, job underscore var. Okay, and then I will try to make it as job var. All right, and then we need one for overriding. So let's try to keep up with the same naming convention. Override. Okay, so I'll just keep it like override in job. Okay, so it will be easy for us to identify. All right, and then what I will do is I'll create a step. Okay, for that, so let's come here and try to build a steps. Steps. We'll provide the name for the step. So what should be the name for the step? Like name should be something like uh, env vars. All right, and then under this step, I will define step level variables. Env. Again, come here. So for that, step underscore var. So this is a step level variable. Set it like this. Okay, var, and then we need to give, yes, this should be enough, and then what we'll do is we'll try to run. Okay, then in run I need an inline character, and then let's try to print some things. So one is what we'll do is echo, so it should be step. First step is we try to pull in the step level variable, step var. For that, what is the syntax? Dollar. So it should be like env dot, and what is the variable? Step var. Okay, we are calling the step level variable. So now what we will do is the next one is, so we'll try to call the job level variable, right? Echo, so job var, uh, yeah, and then dollar, it is env dot uh, job level variable, and then what else is there? And then we need to call workflow level variables as well. For that, echo workflow var dollar. So this should be env dot workflow var. All right. So now let's try to focus on how the overriding will work. So what we'll do is echo. So this is override variable, overwritten. Let's take var. So which should be dollar. Okay, env dot override. All right, we have captured all these things. So next, what else is there? Looks good, but it still seems there is a syntax issue. Okay, so now we have captured all these things, and after this, so let's try to see how see basically now what happens is this overridden variable is there, right? It should ideally pick it at job level actually. All right, and let's try to do it in sequence. Okay, what I'll do is I will copy this and paste it here. Okay, and I'll make it like this is step in step, and here I'll make it as the workflow. I'm 01 get push. Okay, done deal. So let's try to log into our GitHub account of SoundCloud, and then we are here. Very nice. Let's try to see the output. env vars. So do you see this is overridden at step level? Okay, and all other variables, yeah, we are able to catch it. Like this is step level variable, job level variable, and workflow level. This overriding part is there. That is the interesting one. So see now the highest precedence is going to the step level. So now what we will do is let's simply remove this one, save this. All right. Let's try to do git add dot git commit hyphen m. Let's make it as 02 and then git push. Yes, pushed. Come here. 02 variables. Okay. This is at overriding at job level. See, earlier it was at step level, now it is overriding at job level. So now what we will do is we will remove this one as well. Okay. Save this. Oh, sorry. Okay. Try to wait for it to run. Come on, let's put in the image. Everything is done. Yeah. So now it is running at workflow level. Yeah. Do you see? So that is how the precedence works in env variable as well. Okay. So earlier we did something similar in context. So now we are trying to do this at the env variables. Okay. So after this, let's try to quickly go for organization and repos.